Good morning. It's Wednesday, October 16th. I need to get over into the right lane, but this U-Haul is just not moving fast enough, and neither is the car in front of me. I'm pulling up to campus, and it's my first time back on campus since evacuating. The university is trying to get things back to normal, but I think classes are being held again now, but instructors have the option of going hybrid. I only teach on Mondays this semester, so I do not have to worry about that right now, but I am getting my office computer replaced. We were supposed to do this last week. The storm came, but the guy in IT is so great. He's like reaching out. It's like, okay, we're back on campus. Just tell me when you're available. And so we're making it happen today. I'll probably stick around for just a little bit because I have a meeting. It's virtual, but I'll hold it in my office and get the PC replaced, and then probably leave campus after that. I am dressed down. I'm in gym clothes because no one's here, and I don't plan on being on campus that long, and I'll probably use my lunch break to go to the gym. So I just finished up my meeting, and I got some books that were delivered. So I want to put those up. And I'm probably just gonna sit here in this office or one of the other spaces, I'm not sure yet, and read some papers to give some feedback to a grad student and to a colleague. Okay. Had a little lizard friend. It is 73 is the high, I think, today. So the first real cold front of the season. Not a fan, but here we are. Let me grab my laptop and these papers from the printer.
On Harris's newly announced economic agenda for Black men, her involvement with the Black church, and topics like reparations and the border. She repeatedly hit Trump for his lack of plans to address systemic challenges for Black people in the U.S., and she said people should still vote even if every problem can't be solved.
You have two choices, or you don't vote, but you have two choices if you do. And it's two very different visions for our nation.
In an election with tight margins, turnout among Black men could be critical to winning swing states, including Michigan. Deepa Shivaram, NPR News, Detroit.
Republican vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance campaigned at a town hall last night in Pennsylvania.
Okay, you have two choices if you vote, is what she says. Not voting is also a choice. And there are also more than two candidates. It is true that there are two viable candidates because of the two-party system and the way the Electoral College is set up, and that sucks for all of us. But if black men choose to vote differently than the binary that they're given, or they select not to vote at all, then there needs to be some soul searching on the part of a candidate like Harris as to why that is the case. If folks are going to vote for the racist rapists, that's what they're going to do. I don't think that those people are folks that you're going to convince to vote for you. But if there are people, and there are, who have completely fallen out of interest in electoral politics, and people who have said, you know what, I don't want either of these two options I'm being given, I'm going to select a third, fourth, or fifth party candidate, then I think it's a mistake to dismiss those people to dismiss them in this way, especially because rhetorically you're saying that these people don't exist, and in fact they do. And they have something that needs to be heard that you're refusing to hear. I think that's a failure on her part. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to listening to the news. This is probably my last update of the night. I am almost done making dinner. I'm trying this new recipe that I think I mentioned earlier. I have whatever this thing is called ready to go. Just waiting on the fish to finish back there. I still haven't made it to take a shower yet, but yeah, just been kind of watching the news. Was on a video chat with Dexter for a couple hours. And I decided I wanted a mezcal margarita. So I want to have this while I finish cooking and probably with dinner, but cheers. Good morning. It's Thursday, October 17th. It is currently, we have a cold front. It's currently only 55 degrees. I don't like that, but I'm headed to the gym for some kind of workout. And then immediately after, I'm walking the strip mall to CVS to get my COVID vaccine and flu vaccine. And after that, I am rushing home to a day of meetings. My plan after my meetings are done is to write, because I have this conference for the OAH next week in Kansas City, and I need to finish my paper for the roundtable. So that's my goal for the day, and I kind of like the way that this is set up. I do have to stop by campus briefly to open a seminar room for a colleague. All right, it is close to 4 p.m. and it's 3:57. I haven't made it home, but I did accomplish a lot today. I have a faculty meeting tomorrow where I don't know if I have talked about all the different roles I play on this blog yet. So in addition to professoring, which includes teaching, research, and service, part of what I also do when my department is serve as undergraduate director. So we're in the process right now of rethinking our curriculum in terms of assessment, and that's a pretty it's a pretty demanding task intellectually and logistically, because we're such a large unit with a lot of faculty and several academic programs. And these programs have existed for a long time, but in addition to all the other stuff that, well, not in addition to, because of all the other stuff that faculty have to do, sometimes thinking about curriculum over time just kind of falls to the wayside, and we just fall into, this is true for I think every department at a big research institution, as opposed to your more liberal art schools. You just kind of fall into the patterns of, these are the courses we offer, and this is how often we offer them, and like maybe you add new electives here and there, but fundamentally the curriculum doesn't change, and that can be the case for decades. And I don't know when's the last time there have been these kind of holistic reviews of our programs, but right now we're definitely in a place, based on what we've accomplished so far, where I think it makes a lot of sense for us to be rethinking or reimagining what our programs do and what they're meant to do, especially as the world continues to change. Hello, it's Friday, October 18th. Obviously, my energy levels are low. We just finished the faculty meeting. I woke up earlier today to go to the gym because I wanted to get that out of the way, because I have a lot of writing I need to do, and I need big chunks of time to do it. And I knew that I had this meeting coming up, and I also have to go to the barber shop today. And so I wanted to, and that's just going to take time, because it takes so long to drive there and to drive back. But the meeting went well. I think I followed up on all of the emails I need to. Actually, I haven't. I need to make 2 notes to myself. One that's related to an institute event, and one that's related to a talk I was invited to give for Juneteenth. And I need to make sure I get those emails sent today. All right. So now I'm going to get started on this talk, and always the first step, not the talk, the paper for the roundtable. And the first step is always pre-writing, which is, I remember as a student in like middle school and high school, maybe even elementary school, I hated pre-writing. I just always felt like, why can't we just start writing? It's one of the skills that I value the most. I used to spend so much time as an undergraduate working on outlines before I would sit and start a paper, because I had to have a roadmap for where it was going. And my ideas always changed as I wrote the paper. Not always changed. They always developed and got stronger as I was writing. And sometimes I wrote myself into a different direction than I thought I was going to go. But in order to even begin, I had to have a sense of what I knew and what I wanted to argue and what evidence I had to make that argument. And that has not changed. And the only thing that's really changed is my orientation towards pre-writing, which is that it is writing. It's part of the process. So I don't view it as something that takes time away from producing the written work. I view it as a contribution to the final product. And in that sense, it's indispensable. I don't really have a narrative here, but this is the day that I went rollerblading on the Riverwalk and wiped out. So enjoy me wiping out. It's Monday. And I'm back at work. And today is also my teaching day. So I have some bopping around campus to do. And then later this evening, I'll meet up with the class. And we're doing something pretty great today. Instead of meeting in our seminar room, we're going to meet in special collections at the library because the students are starting their independent research projects. And I'm super excited. This class is on race and police. And I have a great crop of undergraduate and graduate students in this class. Like, they are phenomenal students. And I can't wait to see what kinds of projects they come up with after they get to spend some time in the archive. I mean, this is my bread and butter as a historian. It is like the one thing that I know I can bring to the classroom that is usually something that no student has experienced before. And when people start doing archival research, I don't know, it just grips you in a way when you're like coming face to face with the original documents that have something to do with something that you're interested in. So here we go. Happy Monday. Let's get into it. Oh, and if you've made it this far, I don't know, like, subscribe, whatever. I know this has been a work-heavy vlog, but I'm trying to get us through the end of the year, so stay with me. So just be careful not to displace folders. You want to make sure that you're keeping them with the box so that they can stay in order. The next person who comes along can find the stuff that's in there. Also, feel free to, so we've done this with digital collection in the classroom, so if you want to pair up with someone, kind of look at material together and think about what they're saying and ask questions together, you can do that. If you kind of want to go solo for now, feel free to do that. It's around 6:05, so let's say work for about an hour, and then we'll get back together and have a couple discussions. But as you're reading through, think about the stuff we've been talking about. Who produced the thing, if you can figure that out? When was it produced? Why does it seem like it was there? Do you trust it? Are there reasons why you don't trust it? But also start thinking about questions that you might want to be answering for the rest of the semester. So if you can begin to say, like, if maybe the question is, was there a disparity in arrests for a particular type of crime in Tampa in the 1920s? That's a question that you might leave with today, or maybe you won't have a question fully developed today, but start thinking in that direction about one big question that you would like to tackle as your research project. So in about an hour, I'll call y'all back and you're good to start. And I'll be around bugging you.
And if anyone needs bathroom or water or anything like that, there's bathrooms and that right outside of those double bathrooms.
Hello. It's Tuesday, October 22nd. Yesterday, my class met in the library, special collections, to be introduced to Spec Call by the archivist and to learn how to access archival materials, et cetera, et cetera. I'm really looking forward to the research questions they come up with and what they end up finding this semester. It's been rough for us in particular. This class is a seminar, so we only meet once a week for 3 hours, and we meet on Monday evenings. And we've missed 3 of our Monday classes because of first Hurricane Helene. We missed 1 day, and then Hurricane Milton, we missed 2 days. And we'll also miss Veterans Day, which falls on a Monday. And I also think we missed, was it Labor Day? Anyway, it's just this semester and Mondays have been a trip. But they're such a great, amazing, smart, thoughtful group of students. I have every confidence they're going to do an amazing job, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm drinking a bottle of red. Let's see, where is it? I'm drinking a bottle of the William and Chris Hunter. Don't mind the bottle. It might be a little dusty, but it's been sitting here for a while. This one's a blend of Merlot and Malbec, which are 2 varietals that I don't really care for most of the time, but William and Chris does an amazing job. So I am about to get ready to make my dinner for the night. But before I do that, I wanted to repot some plants. A few months ago, July, it's my birthday, my friend Elizabeth sent me a gift in the mail. Actually, no, that wasn't a birthday gift. She sent me a gift for something else. But it was a plant, or two plants. One of them is right here. And the same, I have another version, the same plant in a different pot upstairs. And she also sent a pot. And that's what the other plant is in upstairs. But this one I planted in, I had an orchid in here that did not do very well. And I think I may have no, that one I had to toss. I think it completely died on me. So I had this pot, and I liked it because it has this plastic cup on the inside that allows it to drain. The problem is this plant is a thirsty plant. And this pot is very small for it. And so I wanted to repot it into something a little bigger so that it stays wet a little longer and I don't have to water it as frequently. And I also just want it to be in the same kind of environment that its sister plant is in. And then I have this avocado tree that I started from seed. Just took an avocado pit from the out of an avocado from the grocery store, and I don't remember if I started this one in water or soil. I usually start my avocado pits in water so I can see that root growing. But this one, I've started a lot of them. I've given some away. I planted some outside in various places that I've lived. This is the only one I think that I currently have in my possession. Every single one that I've started has either gone to someone else or has been left behind for some reason. But this one is so healthy, so strong, so happy. But again, now it's sort of outgrown this little pot, and it's little, like, I should have clipped this one when it was in infancy to have it branch off more. Right now it's just on this one stem, but whatever, we're here now and it's gonna be fine. But anyway, I wanted to replant these two into these pots, and I got the same pot that my friend sent me because I really liked them. So I'm gonna show you. I got these off Amazon, and I purchased a pack of 4. The brand is Phoenix Vine. And I really like them. Well, I'll show you what they look like. There are these clear acrylic situation. And it does come with a base. And my understanding is that the base can be used for watering from the bottom. But I haven't really used it that way. I've watered the plant, let it drain, and then just put it in the base to kind of protect my furniture. But it also comes with a little filter that goes in the bottom of the pot so that you don't lose soil, and maybe also so that the roots don't really penetrate through the bottom here. But I really like it. It's super cute. I love being able to see the roots. And honestly, I can't really see the roots in the plant that's upstairs. They're not growing wildly like that. I can see the soil, but I can also really attend to the water levels. Like I can see it when it's drying out. And I like that. So I'm gonna repot these. These two. And then I have two fiddle leaf figs growing upstairs in my office that I started from the bigger fiddle leaf that's in my living room. That tree I've had since it was like this big, and maybe a month or two after I moved into this home. And it has just thrived in this environment. I keep a pretty warm home year round. I don't like the cold. And the plant just seems to really love it. Good morning. I am on my way to campus to attend an open house today for, I forget the name of the center, but they work to promote student success specifically for transfer students. And they have a new space, and I actually have never been to this office before, and I just want to show up to give some support. I have a couple other things that I was able to accomplish this morning, including finalizing arrangements for a post-election debrief that the Institute is going to be hosting. And there are a lot of things on the ballot outside of the presidential race that we'll probably be wanting to talk about after Election Day, including a ballot initiative for recreational cannabis in Florida, a ballot initiative that will put an amendment in the Florida state constitution that will prohibit the state from making abortion access difficult. We have several races in the Senate. We have one race in the Senate, several Florida Supreme Court retention seats. I'm not explaining that right because I'm driving and trying to focus, but there are two recent Florida Supreme Court appointees who are up for a retention vote, whether or not we'll decide to keep them. And of course, there are other issues that scholars will probably want to talk about, including the exit polls in terms of how people voted along lines of race and gender. In Florida, there's always the specific question of Latinx voting. So looking forward to just being able to, get together with other faculty and staff after the election. I have, really, I'm starting to, like last night I had my first anxiety dream about the election, and it's just, I don't feel good about any of it. I don't feel good about any of it. And that's not because I have any premonitions about which of the two presidential candidates are going to win. I don't feel good about either of them. So anyway, got that all squared away this morning, and a couple other things, but I have so many emails to get to, and I actually have a lot of other stuff that I need to be working on, stuff that takes anyway, I have to figure that out. I have to, once I leave this open house, kind of recalibrate myself and triage, because I need to spend a good chunk of time working on some curriculum related stuff for my department, which means that I have to put some of this other stuff to the wayside. And I had to get ready for the conference. I fly out tomorrow. So it's going to be a day, but I'm almost to campus and I want to listen to a little music before I get out the car. So I'm going to cut this and probably check in a little bit later. Morning. What's today? Thursday. Today is Depart for Conference Day. I need to go into the office to handle something. So I'm going to go there early. It's only around 7:15 right now. I'm going to head in early to get that stuff handled because I'm going to end up working the rest of the day from home. So I'm getting an early start. I'll go to the gym before I come back home and then finish up working here before departing for my flight later today. Was up pretty late last night. Got a disturbing email and did some work in response to that disturbing email, and then had to make dinner and finish laundry and do some cleaning, all the stuff that happens before going on a trip. So whatever. Let's just get the day started. Okay. I'm packed. I'm ready to go. The conference has already started. I've gotten some text messages from some friends who are there. It is 6-ish and I think it's let me check. It's 5:45. Flight departs at 7:15. My goal was to be out of here at 5 o'clock, but I had a really hard time packing because the weather has taken a turn for the worse in Kansas City. It is going to get down to, I think, the low 50s tonight, and it's going to be in the 40s tomorrow, and what's tomorrow? Friday, Saturday, and it's going to be cold on Sunday, but I'm leaving Sunday. So I had to pack some warm clothing, and that always makes things more difficult for me. So anyway, I gotta go. I'll check in later. Okay, it's 6:17. I am freshly parked in economy parking at the Tampa airport. Let's see how long it takes me to get from here to my gate. So it's 6:35, so it took me less than 20 minutes. I'm going to, boarding starts in about 15 minutes. I've eaten dinner. I wanted to eat dinner at the airport, but I don't think I have time for that. So I'm just gonna go grab some water, get to my gate, and chill out for a little bit.
Attention on the airside, this is Breeze Airways, gate C25, flight 731, local service to Myrtle Beach, Vegas, citizens of Providence, Rhode Island. Location of following gas, WA, Loretta, Delamere. To week, no driver.
City metro area faces severe thunderstorm warnings on Thursday night. The Kansas City metropolitan area is under a severe thunderstorm warning for Thursday night, according to the National Weather Service. Areas including Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas City, Kansas, and Overland Park could experience winds up to 70 miles per hour, according to the news. The thunderstorm warning area extends as far west as Reno and Bonner Springs in Kansas and as far east as Excelsior Springs and Elmira in Missouri.
You may have noticed it's no longer Thursday, October 24th. It's Friday, October 25th, and I am exhausted. I don't even know what time of the morning it is right now, but we were literally about to land at the airport in Kansas City, and this thunderstorm line just beat us to the punch, and we were on our descent. And the next thing we knew, we were climbing altitude again. And the pilot had to come on and be like, look, no, honestly, like, we, when I say we were almost landed, I'm telling you, like, we were, I don't know, maybe a couple feet above the ground. Like, I can't tell from inside the plane, but we saw the runway. We were at the airport, and the pilot just, so all of us on the plane were like, "Oh my goodness!" Like, we think that he actually missed the landing. Like, the storm was bad, the winds were bad, and so I don't like blame him for being extra cautious and getting us out of there. But we think that he didn't stick the landing, and we were not going to get another try at it. So we had to get up in the air again, and then we had to, I think we just reversed course, and we had to land at another airport. We were on the ground for a while, as were so many other planes, and then we got back up in the air, and we had to take a circuitous route underneath the squall line to get to the airport later that night. And of course, there were so many other planes that landed. We just had a terrible experience. It was impossible to get a Lyft or an Uber. It was impossible to get a taxi, but it was miserable. So I got in very late, and because I was up anyway, I just decided to go ahead and get some footage of this hotel. So that is what you've been seeing, but oh my goodness. Good morning. Somebody needs to clean these windows. I'm up finally. I'm about to go shower, get ready. A couple of my colleagues have presentations today. I want to sit in on those. Later today, I need to find time to rethink my own presentation tomorrow. I don't have a lot to say this morning. It's conference day number 1. All right, I'm about to head out downstairs. I'm dressed. I'm gonna put on these Steve Madden sneakers because I don't really know everything that I'm doing today, but decided not to wear. Oh, I need to do my hair, but decided not to wear dress shoes today, so I can be comfortable with any walking that has to happen. So that's what it's giving today. A little dressed up, a little casual. All right, that's the best we're gonna do today. My little injury still hurts. All right, let's go. All right, it's almost 5 o'clock. Sessions were good. Went to lunch at, I forget the name of the place. I'll put it Albert something. Don't mind the bed. I had to lay down for a little bit. The barbecue was good. My first time having Kansas City barbecue. The place comes highly recommended. Still, gotta say, best barbecue I've had ever in my life was in Nashville. Close second, Burns Barbecue and Acres Homes in Houston. But the best barbecue I've had so far has been in Nashville. And this was good. Especially the ribs. Whatever dry rub was on the ribs was very, very good. But it is the last day of conference, and I'm going to go work out. I am going to get myself dressed and ready for a couple sessions to sit in on today. I'm going to get myself together for my own session, and then I'm going to go have dinner with some of my rice people. So let's go. The session that I attended this morning went really well. So I'm back in the room because it's 12:40 p.m. My session is at 2:30, and I have decided that I'm going to do a little rewrite. And then I'm going to focus on banging out these words for this session. It's going to be a very quick haul. Oh, you're not in the frame. Fun does die.
I also went as an adult. Texas at the end of October before an election, and you get to plan out like a lot of the serious shit. You have to plan all the futurities. And so what you do is like, hey.
I slept through my alarm this morning. Just made it to MCI, and my flight board's at 8:55. It is 8:50. We'll be fine. It doesn't depart until 9:25, so I think I have 15 minutes before the flight leaves, or 10 minutes before the flight leaves before the gate closes. So let's just get through security. It's a very nice airport. Didn't get a chance to do any for this year, but hopefully I will, and the next time I come for a visit. Good to go. Let's turn this around. So that's the wreath. When you make a sound, it's supposed to hanging out with the girls, hanging out with the friends tonight. Headed to Hotel Bar, and we're gonna continue. This is all you're gonna get tonight because bye.
Just ride. What you wanna do? I'll drive you through midnight. Let it rain, baby, rain. Till we slide into the eye of a hurricane. In a hurry, talking dirty. Sparks go up, this ain't flirting. You deserve it, you worth that much. Heartbeat racing, closing spaces. Body's touch, so elated. You're amazing. Every time you move me around, do you touch the note? Alright. Tell me the feeling is love for love. No lie. Judging, don't be in a rush to love. Oh, alright. so baby, don't give up. A little pretty. When you come through the breeze, let's make it easy. I take it to the top floor, baby. If you want it, don't let me go. Oh no, just fly. What you wanna do? I'll drive you through midnight. Let it rain, baby, rain. Till we slide into the eye of a hurricane. Rain, baby, rain, baby, rain. Rain, baby, rain. Rain, baby, baby, rain. I take it to the top floor, baby. If you want it, don't let me go. Oh no, let me go. Just slide. What you wanna do? I'll drive you through midnight. Let it rain, baby, rain. Till we slide into the eye of a hurricane.
Okay, we made it through the end of October. Look, I am doing my best to get these vlogs out. I think I have one more speed vlog planned that'll take us through November, December, and hopefully January. Just do a big old holiday vlog. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year, the whole shebang. So thank you for staying this long if you're still here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And feel free to comment. Also, by the way, I just have to say, the cake that we made was delicious. It was some kind of apple caramel, whatever it was. Marco found it. And I don't know, I just think we should be on Nailed It. So, Nicole Byer, if you see this, we would like to be on Nailed It. I would like to be on Nailed It. And also Supermarket Sweep. See y'all next vlog.
I can't believe we're dancing in the